Okay, we are here at Ultra 4 at the famous Reading grounds. Here in our backyard, basically. I think it was like 40 minutes up the road from us. We had to hit it. Miles and JT, they hit me up on Monday. And it's like, yo, you have to come run with us. We're in your backyard. I was like, you know what? You're right. I'll be there. They helped me out. We're here now. Brought the machine. Worked on it all night last night with bushings. Our seatbelts were outdated, so we put new seatbelts in it. Just got here, car's inspected. We have to find out what this track's gonna be like. I know I think it's 10.5 miles long. So I don't know what that's gonna, I don't know our fuel mileage. I don't know like what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a crazy week. So we qualify tomorrow morning, and then we race at 2:30 p.m. I think, tomorrow. So anyways, car's all done. We have to hit the track now, pre-running. I'll have some footage here in the vlog, and I'm hoping we do good. I mean, there's some big boys here. Just 5 minutes ago, Hunter Miller just went by. There's McCoy, look at him. He's the man, I love McCoy. But we're here, the big dogs are here. We're here, Caden's here. Here, my brother just pulled up in his car. Just got off of work. It's gonna be an exciting weekend. We're gonna be running open class. I don't know how many competitors are in that class, but it doesn't matter where you go in Ultra 4. The field's stacked. I mean, every class is stacked. 4400 to 48 to UTVs, even stock class UTVs. Everything's so stacked here. This is probably our biggest race of the year. And unless we can hit Crandon, I love Crandon, but this is just as big. So let's see how pre-running goes. Hopefully no flats. Hopefully we can make the one lap with no issues, and I would like to pre-run the qualifying course 3 times too. So I'm excited. I'm super pumped. Girlfriend Marielle, man, she did so much to even get us here. My brother, my family, I'm excited. Let's get this done. got done pre-running. It's insane. I think there's like 3 to 4 big rock sections out there. I mean, let me tell you something. This Ultra 4, you need 4-wheel drive. You need that posi up front because this is insane. I made the mistake to head out there and pre-run on 32-inch tires, thinking that was big enough. Nowhere close to big enough. I had a winch. Came back for the second lap to do the Joker line. Joker line cuts off half the track. You can only take it once in the race. We slapped the big 35s on, and yeah, we slapped the big 35s on, went out there so much smoother. I made up a lot more obstacles, even to the Joker line decently well, but we still had a winch in the same spot we had the winch for the 32s, and there's this big stump in the center of the track, like in between the 2 ruts that we just keep on getting hung up on. But I think at the driver's meeting, they mentioned that they're gonna cut that stump down just a bit, so hopefully we're fine. But we'll try. We just pre-ran the qualifying course, and it was super fun. So I'm gonna put small tires on for a qualifying course. Hopefully we can qualify in the top 10. I don't know. This is just insane. This is Ultra 4 racing to the max. They definitely made it tough here at Famous Redding in PA. 40 minutes away from my house. It's probably the toughest race of the year. But we're gonna give it a shot and see how we do. I think we're gonna go out there and do a finishing pace. I gotta talk to my idol, Hunter Miller. Hands were on my car, pushing me off this rock that I was bellied up on. But man, Hunter Miller, awesome dude. Running Kyle Chaney's car because Kyle Chaney can't make it. But it was fun. It was fun to meet him. After that, I was like, oh man, I'm all excited now. I hope we can come home with a first place in open class. But yeah, it was fun. I was following him for a little bit, learned a few lines, and I think we're solid. I think hopefully we don't have to winch during the race, but might have to. We'll find out.
And he was saying how hard this course was, that he has never had to fully lock his front diff in, ever. He had to do it during pre-run yesterday. So he was like, this is pretty awesome, but he was a little like, wow, this is harder than I anticipated, which, hey, that's what Ultra 4 is all about. And here is a local man of Austin, Lahr, heading out. He is part of the Line Mountain Racing crew, the number 429, out of Shamokin, Pennsylvania, with Fastened Up Racing in his Can-Am. USA drivers want to go throw their hat in the ring and race with the Line Mountain crew, they absolutely can do it. So local man Austin Lahr just throws down a time.
Yes, he did. He threw down a 36.604, putting him in 4th overall right now, but 1st in that UTV Open class. So what a great run by Austin. So here's our UTV Open Project X grid lineup in that number 1 spot. In number 2, so we have Austin Lahr and Cody Quattlebaum.
And 3 is Brandon Minnick and Jeff Donda.
And then 5 and 6, Peyton Dumford and Derek Edwards.
Again, that is our Project X staging for the Open class.
Earlier on, so now Jay Shaw, Jamie McCoy. Next up is going to be Austin Lahr and Tyler Gibbs.
Local boy Austin Lahr out of Shamokin, Pennsylvania, with Fastened Up Racing, drag racing. Tyler Gibbs and PJ Holiday out of Cattlesburg, Kentucky, with Gibbs Racing. Looks like Austin Lahr does get the whole shot.
And Austin Lahr is a local around here, correct?
Yep, out of Shamokin, Pennsylvania, just about a half hour to an hour away.
All right, next.
There is Austin Lahr out of Shamokin, Pennsylvania. With Fastened Up Racing in his Can-Am. I believe he'll be racing the stock class that has to have an OEM chassis, basically 33-inch tires. The Pro Modified class and Open we're running now, the Pro Mod can be based on an OEM chassis but can be aftermarket. Aftermarket turbos are allowed and 35-inch tires. And then Open is Dream It, Build It, Bring It. 2,000cc maximum engine, so it's a great place for the Pro Mods to go. And some of the more wildly built UTVs. As we see Austin Lahr.
What an amazing race. Oh, right. We have a racer out winching.
That's Austin Lahr. So we saw him having issues. So he's out of the car helping other racers. So tough break.
For USA.
And again, I think it's Austin Lahr that's out there. Remember, this is a no-chase race. So outside of fellow competitors, it can only be a Ultra 4 or MAO or famous Reading Outdoors safety crew can help make sure everything's going smooth. But outside of fellow competitors or safety, it's a no-chase race. So it's cool to see the drivers. And I know Carson's tuned in watching his dad out there. And again, I think it's Austin Lahr that's being the sportsman like he is, helping out the rest of the field.
Else that needs to be winched up. It's definitely awesome to see these racers help each other out there. You know, it's a team sport out here whenever you need help out there and somebody else is not making it. We've seen other drivers give other people parts out on the race course, and that's what's super cool too, just to get to finishes.
Yeah, because there's no pitting outside of the Amsoil hot pits, so you have to make it around. A driver can stop in the Amsoil hot pits and bring a fellow driver some parts, because this is a no-chase race for this 10.7-mile lap. Hour and a half, then the white flag comes out, and that's our physical race leader on the top trying to get around John Schuster.
So John Schuster's sitting there all winched up.
Ooh, look at this. Number 681 of Derek Edwards really giving it all he's got.
Oh, and he's on his side. On his side in Kool-Aid right there. That is going to not
really
be good.
Blocked up, and that's another single seat. So there's Austin Lahr, and I can't quite tell. That must be Austin's co-driver. So they're broke at the top, but they're out there helping. So now is Kool-Aid, the Yukon launch there, is that completely blocked in? I don't know.
I don't know, and
this is pretty wild.
And if that was Jamie McCoy that was sitting behind here, that's going to be such a bummer, because now that gap between him and Paul Wolf is going to get quite large.
And I couldn't quite tell, but Austin Lahr may have been doing the brake signal for Derek, pointing at somebody else, or saying, throw me a winch. I couldn't quite tell. But a great aerial view.
As you all just watched, the race did not go to plan. But what did was qualifying. We qualified first in Open UTV class, and I think 9th overall out of, 30 cars? I forget, but I think it was 30 cars. But 9th overall, top 10, that's what I wanted in qualifying. And what I wanted in the race was first place in Open class. And we were there, we were in first place, but I broke a half a lap in that section. Like you all saw, went up and I took a wrong line, but at the same time, if I had my ride height up, which I have a 72-inch car with 64-inch shocks on, it was just not the best combo for this type of race, this type of like boulder / rock race. It wasn't the right type. So that's what, I can't say I didn't get lucky, because my car just wasn't set for the boulders that we were doing. So we were running pretty low, the rear end got hung up, and I went and attacked it again, and rear end got hung up, front end just snapped the front axle. So we winched up, we winched right out of the way, and my co-pilot and I actually got out of the car and started helping everybody else, because I think, I'm gonna say 75% of the competitors were like getting stuck in the same exact spot. So we started helping them winch their stuff up so they didn't have to root and break axles like us. We actually had a couple guys come by with broken axles. But yeah, it was a tough track. I mean, you can't expect to always finish, and this track was, I think it was the toughest track in Ultra 4 for a while now, other than King of the Hammers. And Yeah, it was great to talk to all the racers when they're flipped over on the side or even up standing, just helping everybody out. It was a great weekend. I feel accomplished. I know what I have to work on in the car, and it's always nice knowing what you have to work on to be better than losing and not knowing what to work on. So I can't wait to get this thing how I want it, suspension set up, have to lengthen my shocks for that rear end to come up and get some ride height. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to Fasten Up, leave a like, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm glad to share this type of footage. It's fun to do. Thank you.